Warning, we're just having fun. If you take stuff too serious, this channel may not be for you, buddy. Man, oh man, here we go again, and hot damn, it will not quit raining. Man, I'm a rhyming machine, ain't I? I can rhyme all the time. I could rhyme for a dime. I could rhyme for 2 nickels or even 2 pickles. Yeah, here's the rain. Rain showers bring summer flowers or something. The new one is when it rains all day in May, it just ruins Puddin's damn day. Man, I hate rain. It's been going non-stop for 2 days, okay? That's enough. So my buddy Taylor would say enough's enough. You hit that saying with the serious eyes? They know. They know. We're back on the Datsun. We're going to try to get some assembly going, guys, because I'm ready to get this old rig finished up where we can start driving her, move on to other things in our life, guys. It was not supposed to become this, but here we are. We're going to look at a few things this week. For example, we got to have a battery in our rig. Now, I may fix where there used to be rust, kind of down in there, but I may have forgot to fabricate us a battery tray, so we're gonna... I forgot how to use English for 2 seconds. We're gonna finish that up, okay, get us something there. Brakes. Brakes can be important. Front ones are rebuilt. Master cylinder and lines currently are non-existent. Rear ones need rebuilt. We've got the 620 adapter to the Geo Metro booster to the 720 Master. So we got to do some cleaning, some painting, some mounting, some hardline running, you know, all kinds of good stuff. I think we got an aluminum radiator here that we may be able to make work now. We got an engine that needs paint. We've got a transmission that ain't been ever cleaned in its damn life. She could use a little scrubbing and little loving, just like these old New Balances. You look inside the Datsun, and without a doubt, there's a dash that needs to come out, because we can't leave this all rusty with everything purdy. And we got to figure out what we're going to do about this. Long story short, we got a crap ton. Actually, this thing's a Datsun. We've got a metric crap ton of work we can do. Get some assembly going, get her step closer to being on the road. But that's this week. Let's talk about last week. Last week we brought home a parts rig, took fenders off parts rig, whooped on them, welded on them till they fit our rig. We got them sent off to the blaster. Then we went and got 2 other future content machines. We bought some other junk trucks is what I'm saying. Basically, some fenders got a patching, some old rigs got a snatching. Patched them up, snatched them up, and we also released some new hats. We appreciate the support on those. Those babies are still available. Damn good looking hats. I think we're gonna get rolling with the battery tray, y'all. I think that's gonna be a good place to start. Now I gotta finish plugging my merchandise because we still have miscellaneous t-shirts and stuff available. And you're thinking, hey man, I'm tired of hearing about your stuff. Well, don't judge me till you've walked a mile on these New Balances, okay?
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go.
You keep up with them babies and we'll talk. Alright, enough horseplay. I'm just playing around, guys. We got us a battery here. She's the Super Start Premium Plus. She definitely does not say plus. I may have added that, but I think she'll work good enough for this. And we're going to build a battery tray for her. Now, when you got a battery, guys, you got to hit a couple reps because Mama didn't raise no punk. Hit a few of them before you set her into place. Don't worry about that downhill slope. We'll make her do. I'm worried about front to back. We may want to put in our little headlight bucket. I don't think we'll have clearance issues, but better safe than sorry. Yeah, go. Hit a few on the left side. Top facing up, so kind of like that. There we go. I think that's the right side. She's a little dirty, so we're gonna give her a pot county polish job. Got us some shiny new screws. Hopefully they're not too big and break our clips. A couple of these babies started here. Look centered up perfect. These screws feel good. Just want to snug them up. Don't strip them babies out. Might as well do the driver's side since we're here. Good to go. Now, I don't think we're gonna have any kind of clearance issue, but me, myself, I'd rather check that and then know we're good than assume, and you know what assuming does. It makes an ass out of you and me. Assume. That's a classic. Let's build a bottom tray of some sort to hold this thing. She's about 6.5 times that by 2, 13 inches. She's about 10 inches times that by 2, 20 inches plus the 13. We need about 33 inches of material of some sort. Gonna get these New Balances into 4-wheel drive here because we gotta do a little mudding. Something obviously angle iron-ish would work pretty good. Hey, nothing's more angle iron-ish than angle iron itself. She's pretty low profile, which I like. And we definitely got 33 inches of material. Hell, we'll take it. As long as we don't get stuck back here, may have to winch out. We're going to lock it down like you got you a beautiful lady you don't want to lose, okay? Lock her down. We're going to do most of our cutting with the slice and dice. Keep her simple. Scrub that rust off with your glove. Just playing, that does nothing. Set the old angle finder to half a 90. Damn 45-degree angle. You put 45 and 45, you get a 90. We need a 90 on each corner. You needed a 30 on each corner, you'd put 15 and 15. If you needed 40, you'd put 20 and 20, and so on. Now be sure to wear your protection, guys. I already got my glasses on for eye protection. But these things, they protect from multiple things. They protect you from your wife wanting to kiss you. They protect you from women wanting to flirt with you. These things almost protect you from even being able to go near a park, guys, okay? We'll slice her that away, then come down here and slice her this away. About right there. Holy cow, did y'all see where I marked that? Just eagle eyeing it where I need to cut it. That damned old eagle eye's on point today, baby. We need 2 of these, so we'll just copy this piece. Not too shabby. Gotta make her 2 longer ones. Clean metal's happy metal. All 4 polished up. Now we gotta do some squaring up and some tacking up and some welding up. Hey, I'm feeling better, by the way. Our damn front little casters there would feel better if we'd keep them out the old Pot County Canyon right there. Clean that old nozzle. She could use a new tip, so we'll give her a new one. Hell with it, guys. I'm feeling generous today. Got her tacked up, guys, and this baby is square as square can be. Width is perfect. We just need to take her that way a little bit. My old medieval name was Sir Jumps a Gap. That just creates a place for that wheel to go flush. Hey, she fits now anyhow. The rounded corner action's got her looking just dandy. Gonna take us another piece. She's gonna get a long angle cut to her. Go around them corners just a hair and then just tack her right about there. Now maybe that'll level us up because that kind of goes downhill. That was all eagle eye, by the way. There wasn't no measure in there. I'm gonna just leave her tacked on the outside, but weld her on the inside. Punch us a couple holes real quick. Using the eagle eye right here also. Yeah, that one's gonna be in the way of her bolt a little bit. Gonna drill us a hole, then you use this baby, and it kind of holds her in place. Make sure she ain't too wide for this baby. No, she'll clear. That old platform's pretty solid right there, so we can take something to it and be good to go. About right in here, I want this thing to bend, be at a $1.35 angle. Well, I mean roughly, guys. She ain't gotta be perfect here, so close enough's close enough. Of course, with that chunk missing, she's just gonna bend however we want her. About like that, ain't too shabby. Then we're gonna flatten her up there, drop her straight down right there. About like so. She'll sit kinda like that there, guys. Slight polish job on this unit. Weld her up, smooth her out. Around a corner or two. And I drilled us a hole down there. She's ready for a Cleco. Pop her into place. Just kinda get her where I want her. Truck's fairly level there. Battery tray's fairly level. Fairly plus fairly equals just right in Pot County. Actually, that thing's dead on the money, which ain't too shabby considering I just fired from the hip on all that. With a weld on the bottom of her, we are ready to figure out the old tie-down situation. Hell, she don't look bad though. I'm usually not an angle iron fan, but we'll take it. Next, we run a piece straight up the back. I ain't got the most solid plan here, but I do have some 5/16 round rod. I'm gonna see if we can't bend her into some type of shape that I like to hold that baby down. That looks terrible. That's how you waste metal. That's nice and unsymmetrical too. Perfect. See if we can get them matching this way. Slice her. Hell, that's better. Gonna aim for that width. Weld them up. It's a little better anyhow, guys. I'm gonna hammer her at a pretty hard 90 and hopefully do this one just the same. Kind of square them up just a hair there, but we did pretty good. Jog the bottom back at a 90. Now these could use a trimming. Hi-oh, now we're looking like something. One last piece. Let me show you what's going on here. Gonna find a way to bolt that or attach that. Of course, that's gonna hug that. And then down here we got our hooks, so we need something to hook our hooks to. Damn it, our hooks need a hooking. They're gonna hook it on the corner. Last thing to do, we gotta stiffen this up, figure out a way to attach her up here. No big deal. Still grind down to the nut and weld her in. We gotta stiffen it up, guys. I'm gonna do this the absolute easiest way I know how. We're gonna cut us a strip of metal. No problem. We're gonna mark her for 90. Take her to the brake. Consider her broke. She may be broke too hard. Soft 90, hard 90. Don't mix, never did, never will. Next time, don't take it to the brake. Half save it anyhow. Next, hit that top with a trim jobber. Boy, what the hell? Try again. Kind of what we're after anyhow. Weld her up, smooth her out. Hey yo, there she is. Now I'm not a sheet metal guy, so this thing ain't perfect, okay? But she is still missing one thing. You gotta have some speed holes. Some damned old dimple dies, give her the flare. Give her the flare that says I'm lightened up and I don't care. Probably should have done that beforehand. We're gonna see what size we can fit in here. That baby's snug a lug, but it looks like we can fit a 1 inch in there. Kind of eagle eye where we think they'll look good. Gotta drill a hole right up front too. Whew, there's 2. Woo-hoo-hoo! I am not mad at that. Center to that edge is 2 1/8. So we're gonna go from that edge to center 2 1/8. Then there's a 3-inch gap between these babies, so we're gonna match it over here. Boom, baby. Get her snugga-dugga. Man, she looks pretty good. I don't think she's gonna go nowhere, guys. Pretty happy with that. Thanks to them speed holes, our truck just got 12 times faster, and mounting a battery, all this took about 100 times longer. What I mean is, we could have bought a battery tray, even a cool looking one, and probably been money ahead compared to all the time we have in this thing. But she looks good. Be back on this old girl tomorrow. Yeah, here's how you want to start the morning. What I say yesterday about checking the front side for clearance, I'd rather check that and then know we're good than assume, and you know what assuming does. What about when you forget about the back side? Somebody had to catch this. Drilled these holes out where we could paint her and mount her, and yeah, look where our little latch lands. Does anyone think that'll be a problem? Yeah, probably so. That was super smooth there. Mo problems, mo solutions. Change her up a little bit. Make her where she just drops in there like that. There we go. She even looks better than them old elephant tusk anyhow, guys. I'm gonna weld that up, paint this up, slap her in the truck. As these dry here in the painting booth, okay, I think we'll start taking a quick glance at the radiator. Here's the eBay or Amazon, hell, I don't know, she was a cheapo off the internet radiator. And I showed this before, and I said, guys, if I set it on the cross member, when we closed the hood, it was hitting. I didn't think she was gonna work for us because of that, but last episode, to get these panels lined up correctly, we had to space that hood up a 1/2 inch. So if it was closed before, it was just tight. Now we got a 1/2 inch to play with. We can divvy that up, 1/4 inch up top, 1/4 inch down bottom. Hey, clearing's clearing. I'm gonna set these down here. They're actually only 3/16 thick. That'll keep the bottom off the cross member. So now we set her down there on those. Don't fall on me. Don't fall on me. She fits up great. And what I mean by that is absolutely nothing lines up over here, so we're gonna have to make her work. Got a big hole right there, so I think we can just use a washer, and that one will actually work. Down here, we're just gonna drill a hole on the core support, and we're gonna do the same on this side, guys. Just gonna drill some holes where we can drill some holes. Mark this one through the back side. All right, let's do some drilling. There's one. There's two, there's three, and 4 is gonna kind of work anyhow. Give her one nut plate, the 1/4-20 conversion kit. It'd be super helpful if I had bolts that weren't 3 miles long. We'll take a little piece of our tape here. Just line that old wrench right there with a slight piece of tape, shove her in there. It still falls out. I hope that trick helps somebody out. Just playing, guys. I didn't know if that would work, but I do know this one works. If you put it over the box end and then you just shove that in there, that thing ain't going nowhere. That allows me to put it right up in there, no problem. And we got her started already. Oh yeah, that's a good one. And lastly, the one down here on the bottom. Get that one in. Hey, we got all 4 bolts started. Now, I know if we ever got to change the radiator in the future, it'd be a pain with the front end on, okay? But I don't want to start welding the nuts and crap. Or do I? No, I don't think I do. The front end comes off in like 2 seconds anyhow, so hey, I'm pretty happy with that. Well, that really highlights and shows how bent up that old core support is, though. Tell you that much. Little bend there, there, and there. None of this is, okay? All that's fairly straight. It just kind of looks like a young man who maybe pulled an engine using a 4-wheel drive, a rope, and a tree or something. Accidentally set an engine there or wedged it there or something. Hell, I don't know. We ain't going further on it till we make sure the hood closes, so that's that for now. Our paint's drying nice and slow today, which is good. So we better start looking at the brakes since they need some paint too. By brakes, I mean our booster and our adapter plate here. Pull off our adapter. She's kind of dirty, so we're gonna hit her with some brake clean real quick. Boy, that tape won't stick to that grommet. This backside, you can't see any of it, guys. How about we just blast her with some paint? She's gonna require a slight cleanup. Paint her on it. The good news is this stuff is drying. The bad news is I don't like how it looks. Usually I use the Duplicolor engine enamel, the semi-gloss black. They were real generous and sent me a case of low gloss black. She don't look low gloss to me. She looks like a flat black as it dries, guys. I was at the parts stores yesterday. None of them had the semi-gloss. I guess I made that crap too popular or something. Hell, I don't know. Gonna swap her up to some Krylon Color Max here. Gloss black, that's all they had up at the local hardware store. If we don't like it, I don't know. I guess we'll see. She might be too glossy. Maybe the humidity will get in there and dull her out just a hair. Make some Pot County semi-gloss. High humidity, high gloss, let them equal each other out. Hit that Spider-Man pose. That looks better than that low gloss baloney, I guarantee it. She's for metal, wood, plastic, and more, so hell, she'll last or she won't. She had primer showing, so I hit it with some of that low gloss. Let's try this instead. Oh yeah, she looks better already. That's gonna blend way better than that low gloss. Hell, you're all right, Krylon, you're all right. We're gonna start figuring out our lines here as this old paint dries anyhow. Oh yeah, get snug, baby, get snug. Gotta get something done besides letting the damn paint dry. So we gotta basically try to break a 90 and get away from her tire. Whoop! Due to ill planning and not ordering what I need off the internet, I raided the parts house of this. Now, I do have one thing of tubing, but we needed the fittings. And I actually like the way this stuff looks, so if we can make these work up front, they'll look nice anyhow. This one here is about the longest one we got, since we gotta go from there over and then down to the slave cylinder. She may work, I don't know. But before we waste this, I actually think I have a piece of one somewhere. That's what I thought, right where I left her. There we go. So we're gonna experiment on this one before we waste a big one. She's gotta bend a hard 90, about like so. Kinda kinked her and didn't mean to, but that'll let us know what we need to know. Trim her down, let's go mock her up. I'll snug her down. Question is, how close does the tire get to it with no air in here? Hell, we got plenty of room, guys. You damn right, baby. That's what we hope to see. You know what we gotta do now? We're gonna start working her into place, all right? Bend a 90, leaving a little slack. Careful not to kink it this time. We're gonna go from here and just head down towards the old yeehaws. About 4.5 inches will do. We got a gradual swoop right there. Now to calculate that, we're gonna measure our radius, times that by 6, divide it by pi, and that'll let us know how we need to start bending back here to end up there. I said 4.5 inches. We landed right at 4.5. Guys, that formula works every time. We're coming underneath there, coming straight out over here. Just hook it up to the transmission, you're done. Next bend's gonna be about right there. It's gonna drop about 5.5 inches and then gotta straighten back up, guys. And this is how you do it, guys. You put it on, you mark something, you take it off, you bend it. Repeat about 1,200 times and we'll have it. Luckily for us, guys, she ain't no show truck here, so close enough, it's gonna be good enough. I don't care if you can see it, because I ain't gonna pop the hood enough. Now she's doing the buck 80 swoop with the zoop zoop. Just thinking out loud, what if we punch this lip? Say we drilled a small hole. Next, theoretically, we found some small zip ties. And that zip tie happens to fit our hole there and just snugs that line right up to that lip. I'd rather see that than big obnoxious clamps and crap on the firewall, guys. We can probably bend her into place right here. Looky there. Maybe we get them facing with the head down where it looks a little cleaner. Shoot, that's classy, guys. That's classy. Hit her with a little whoop-de-doo, maybe a little bend or two. Just get her what feels right. That looks nothing like that. Whoop, down. See how we did here. Follow her on down that old Puddin's Fab Shop blue brick road, baby, and she'll take you right where you need to go. That worked out pretty good. We're gonna leave that down there for now. We'll build the other end when we get the transmission in. Thread this onto that master cylinder where we can actually hook up our pedal, and this will be DUN done. Just slide her through first. Here we go. There we go. Get her torqued down. Of course, our line lines right up. And I got her all pinned underneath here. Man, oh man, I love it when a plan comes together. Pop a cap on that. Let's go into our brakes. She's gonna be shiny like a hiney. Found these nuts at the hardware stores that got the "you ain't going nowhere" on it. I like those right there. Since they're metric and a specialty item, they're like $18 a piece. They weren't really $18 a piece. They weren't the cheapest thing I ever bought though. Gotta torque it like you love it. Yeah. Hell, she'll work. Stay up hurrying. We need our helper tape again. There we go. That'll keep her from falling. A little torque on them puppies. Got that pinned right there. Damn, painted our pedals black and then we turned them blue. A little overspray never hurt. Look how much slack we took up there tightening that baby down. Little helper for the win. We're gonna mock up old in.Thank here. We could probably shine that up, but we'll have a new one here in the morning. Now there's an F there for front and an R down there for rear. I like how I said that all confident. That was just a guess. Let's talk about Datsun and in.Thank brakes for a second. They did not actually use a proportioning valve, guys. They have a load sensing valve, but not a proportioning valve. The load sensing valve kind of detects when you've got a load, or the braking, I mean, and depending on how hard you're braking, it kind of helps proportion some to the rear to keep them from locking up. Some may argue that's a proportioning valve. You know, we're not going to get too picky here. What I'm here to tell you is we ain't going to use one of the damn things. From the factory, the front line will then tee off to go to your front calipers. And we'll also tee off, and one line goes to that thing. Then the rear line goes to that thing. And then something in there does its thing, and then it sends one out to the rear. We're coming from the front, we're going to tee off, go to calipers. We're coming out the rear, heading towards the rear, but we're going to use an adjustable proportioning valve, aka this baby's just a damn flow control, okay? And we'll kind of tune in the back where we need it, guys. We could use a load sensing, we could use a proper proportioning. That's going to be plenty good. If you've ever driven something that's got a single line with drum brakes all around, you can tune that out till it stops good, guys, and it ain't got nothing fancy. in.Thank actually used a little calculation for their stopping situation, and they do the evening, whatever you want to call it, based off the size of the caliper piston and the rear wheel cylinder piston. There's some math in there is what I'm saying. Math to help distribute stopping forces to make sure you stop. We got our front clip back and ready for a little body working, but what do we got there? The old 22007. We got a dash cap. Now, I didn't know this was just a little flimsy piece of plastic. That thing is thinner than my patience right now. We'll worry about that mess later. Back to the brakes. We're gonna start on the front, go from there down to a T. I ain't got a T, but we're gonna go get a T. And to get a T, we're going mobile here. Right there's what we're after. We'll take it. Maybe I should have bought one. I'll hit her with a drop of cutting fluid since we're cutting new threads here. She threads in and out nice, guys. All the rusty crusties right there. Inside there looks damn good. Pull all them out. She's ready for a polish job. There's my buffing wheel right there. I knew better than that. My buffing wheel wanted it worse than I did. This piece right here is the G05K, okay? She's practically brand new. She's got a hole for mounting, so I started looking where the hell we want to mount her. Well, right there happens to be a hole in the frame. If it could mount like that, we could come in right there, go back out right there to that side, then boom, straight out the bottom. Maybe we can hug that cross member and bring her to this side. It don't hurt to try. If anything, our block fits. we're gonna take a line. We're gonna kick out of here. Of course, we gotta turn to 90, but over here, she gets a couple coils. The coils keep the fluid cool, which keeps your braking better. Actually, since one mounts to the master cylinder that's actually attached to the body, the other end goes down to the frame. If there's any flexation between them two, this will make up for it so we don't crack a line. Allegedly. I heard that once anyhow. Man, these things bend so easy. So there's our 90. Grab you some scrap to the right loop-de-loop size. Then you just loop-de-loop away. Don't forget, 2 will do. Yeah, I think we'll be on to something there. Threaded that baby on and just kind of got her headed back towards where we're headed. The truck's down all the way, so we ain't got to worry about the A-arm coming up anymore. So as long as we clear all that, we're good. That ain't my favorite, but I also don't hate it. We're gonna mark this right here, trim her up. Here's the Cheapo Depot brake flaring kit. Next, we take the tubing cutter, okay? Give this thing a old trim job. Next, take that deburr tool right there. This may be for 3/16, but it also identifies for whatever this metric is. So first we clamp this. How much should protrude, you ask? About the same distance as that first lip. Then we clamp that, slide her in there. Then we hit her with a smash job here. See how that kind of shoves it down on itself? This is now going to actually flare it. So run this down where we give her a little flare action. That's pretty good. Looky here. Look at the one from the O'Reillys. Now look at ours. I took ours a little far and I barely even torqued the damn thing. You crank on that thing like it's a Model T with a misfire and you'll crack it. All I'm saying is take it easy there, Hulk, okay? And there we go, we got our shortened brake line. Got her all tightened up like she's meant to be. That looks a little sloppy, but whatever. You get an engine and stuff in here and that little stretch will kind of disappear. So I'm gonna tell myself anyhow. Good news is she clears. Woo! Slowly but surely, she's gonna come together. I feel like I didn't get nothing done today. When she's in for good, we'll ditch the handle. I think I'm gonna end up painting that piece blue when we do the front clip. All in all, she's looking pretty clean. Everything's looking good, but man, we'll be back on her tomorrow. Hot damn, the damn sun does exist. After 40 days and 40 nights, it finally quit raining. Let me show y'all what I kind of been doing here. Ran our line from there over to there. Got our rubber hose on, got her clamped up. Hey, it's hard to crawl in and out of there, much less record. So I'm gonna show y'all how to do the driver's side. Just kind of skip that side. Now you may notice, boy howdy, we got a shiny new reservoir. We can just snip those right there. Now I thought about hooking up the electric turbocharger on that master cylinder, but we don't need to. She's gonna stop good enough anyhow. We're fixing to put in some work on the rear brakes, which is why I got this right here. But first, we're gonna put in some work on this taco boy. This damned old burrito's just calling my name. Oh baby, she hits the spot every time. Just too damn tasty, guys. Yes, sir. Better watch out, I'm in mess around and find out mode. If scale 0 to 10, what's my energy level? Solid 12.8. Alright, they make tools for this stuff to straighten it out. You can run it through whatever. I'll be honest guys, it's gonna be underneath the truck along the frame rail. I don't get too damn picky. And other than that, we're doing the same thing. We gotta run it, we gotta clamp it, we're gonna have to flare it. But one end will end up at the proportioning valve, which I thought about mounting up in here somewhere. But I got to thinking, and right back here along the frame, the box kind of sits up, and I just think it'd be real easy to mount it about right there, be able to reach up underneath there and adjust on it if we need to. And then that keeps even less crap out from underneath the hood. Ballpark us a piece here. So here we go, we got her doing the whirly twirly, then we're going straight down to the frame. She ain't the prettiest, but we got her clamped every so often. Got one hole right here to hit. We did the boot scoop boogie right through it, come back here. We're gonna hop over the frame. We're gonna hit her with a flare. There we go. Quick little flare right there. Hey, we'll take it. She's got an in and an out, so make sure you put her on the in. I'm gonna drill and tap this. It's 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch. Damn 3/4 inch material right there. I hope she don't break. Get our tap here, putting our T-handle. Trucker Bob sent out that tap set and she whoops booty. Thread the line, hopefully start her bolt, man, like she is meant to be. Mark our next hole and do her again. Oh yeah, smooth as butter. Look at the precision. Snug our line down and she's basically a race car now. She looks good, guys. We went from A to B. Now we're gonna go from B to C. And after C, we'll be done with D's brake lines. Adjust on that proportioning valve there, Bill. Get her tuned out for me. Guys, just ran her over. You're not gonna see my frame rail, so we're just gonna keep her on top. I thought I had that brake hose. I do not, so she won't be here till noon. So we'll have that tomorrow. So we're gonna finish up the front, and that's probably all we're getting done today. These old brakes are whipping me. This side will bolt to the caliper, obviously. Now this side we gotta mount to the frame. We did not add anything to the frame, so we're gonna add one of these. She's close, but not quite there, so that she gets the quick trim job. She don't take much, just a little smoochy. She's got a flat side to her, so if we got something to hit the flat side, she'll interlock. What I'm saying is, if we weld that nut there, she won't spin on us. Basically how Nissan always pictured it. She got a little bird poo-poo, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's great, I can see it for miles.
Yeah. Hootie's out here slacking on his job. Weld that tab on next to that old Yeehaw Special. Quick little touch up here. Got our banjo bolt and our couple copper washers here. Get her snugged down. Just insert her right there in our new little mount. Wiggle, wiggle. There she went. We need a clip for that, but now we just got to connect that to that. We're going to try again because I kinked that. Get a radius tool. That's better. Get a little torque down here. She'll be good to go. Tighten that block. Guys, if it wasn't for those two little clips and our one brake hose back here, our brakes would be done. This little crap takes forever. I wish we didn't have to do it, but we got to do it, guys. Part of it. There's one last thing we're going to knock out today. One more thing besides flip this line, because I realized I had her upside down. That's real smart. If we're not careful, that brake hose right there will hit that airbag. Our bolt's right there. The hard stop used to be right there, so we can make that work. Get our little cap off there. I don't think she's been spun in a minute or two. There we go, now she's smoothing up. Loosen that. Next we're gonna add onto the old stopping plate. 1/4 inch thick. She's about 9/16 wide or so. Round one end, trim down the other end. She'll be ready to weld on. First, we gotta get that old heat shield into place. Little metal cleanup. Get her just off that airbag. Tighten our jam nut. Weld her on for good. Well, ain't the prettiest welds, but a little black paint will hide all that, okay? We're back. Even more tedious crap. Let me show you what I've been doing here. Basically the same thing as yesterday, guys. I ran us some hard lines for our fuel lines. So we got a 5/16 and a 1/4 inch there. I did flare this baby for our clutch and make one of our little holder mounts there. And they run underneath the truck and come back here, so our frame rail's nice and ugly now. But guys, there's only so much I can show y'all of trying to straighten out, you know, rolls of line, the hard line, whatever you want to call it. There's only so much I can show y'all drilling a hole, tapping a hole. You know what I mean? It's like, it's got to be done, but it ain't worth recording. So we got her all buttoned up. I had to move this one to the outside, put those on top. Now she does the crossover. These down here, we're just gonna stop right there. Our tank's gonna end up somewhere in the back. I think we'll clear all of our mounts. The most important part of this process, guys, you gotta have your good creeper. She is a very crucial part of getting in and out of underneath this truck, keeping that old Pot County Legend shirt looking just dandy. She passes through here, but we got a good grommet. And underneath here, she's all clamped up too. What I'm saying is she's good to go. We're gonna get these lines sorted once we get our engine sorted in here. But to get the engine sorted in here, we need to get our cherry picker sorted. Yeah. Sorted. Just felt like saying it again. If you're gonna assemble a metal frame, be sure to let it sit out in the sun and bake all day so it's nice and hot. Oh yeah, she's spicy. Hey, she's all there. We don't need that. We got some good welds on this thing here, guys. Yep, come on, you old long-necked giraffe. She's about ready for use here. Maybe one day I'll show this old thing what a real crane looks like. Guys, this thing handles this no problem. It handles it no problem at all. Are we gonna flip this little bastard? I think we could flip it, guys. Look at that. No, Toyota don't mess around, does she? Over here we got the Mexican Blanket Special. She is the rebuilt engine, original from this truck. Now she ain't playing around. She's bored about 30 over. Well, shit the bed. We got a little distracted. Me and the girls went to the place where you paint pots or flowers or whatever. Summertime, so you gotta have that family time. Let's get this old engine picked up. 1 second they're this tall, then they're that tall, then hell, they're in college or something. She's ready to go for a ride. Engine's basically ready for paint, guys. The real problems here is the, what's that word called in English? Transmission. She's a filthy little thing. Uh-huh. Oh, come on. Try to work her to our advantage here. There we go. She gonna play hard to get, ain't she? Couple love taps will change her mind. There we go. Little scraping with old super scraper. Now guys, I may not be good at running brake lines. I may not be good at running fuel lines. In fact, painting pots may not be my cup of tea neither. But there's one thing I'm good at. And I mean damn good at. Are you working hard or hardly working? Hey, this Wilton Vice is the kind of pretty blue gray color. I never knew it was a color. SOB's been brown since I got it. Hell with that thing. Looky here, she shined right on up. Well, kinda. What she could anyhow. That table needed washed worse than this thing did, I guarantee it. But this turned out pretty good too. That's step one of the Pot County rebuild. Who can guess part two? Those babies could use a pressure washing. And them glasses could use a cleaning now. Hey, it's a good thing I had the Unabombers on, because chunks were flying off that damn transmission. Crap was hitting me in the face. I mean, yeah, it was getting buck nasty out there. But these old Elite Series Defenders protected them eyes. Don't forget to wrap it up. Man, she's good. Notice I said good, not perfect. We still got a little chunk or two here or there. Look how nice our mount is. She's in good shape, and, you know, nice looking bolt or plug here or there. Hell, I'm trying to be a little optimistic, guys. We're gonna dry her off, rattle can her up. Now, I may not be a huge fan of this low gloss, but hell, for this transmission, she'll be just fine, guys. We ain't gonna get too picky. There we go, guys. I just hit this thing with 2 cans like my name was Sam. There she is, the old rattle can wonder of the world. Can I hit you guys with a little pro tip action? Pro tip. Quit painting them transmissions gray or silver, kind of aluminum looking, guys. Every time you got a leak, it'll show it. You paint that baby black and you'll never know it because you won't ever see it. Thus, saving you money because you'll never have to figure out where the leak is and replace that seal. Something like that anyhow. It's a good thing we're hitting this. We don't want people to know she's bored 30 over, making 400 horse, guys. That's a dead giveaway that we'll whip that ass. Now people will be clueless, and we just rebuilt them rusty freeze plugs. You're gonna do the best you can to protect your valve cover. You don't want to get overspray up there. Couple key things you want to do when painting an engine, guys. You want to remember the words precision and consistency. Precision comes in when painting, guys. If you take that finger too far forward, you're going to get a black tip finger or whatever color you're painting your engine anyhow. So you want to be precise and keep that finger back. And then you want to be consistent. You want to consistently coat the dog poop out of this thing. Just coat her on thick with 2 C's. Just remember, if that gasket don't hold back that oil, 3 layers of paint will. Couple cans of low gloss ain't looking too shabby on her. She's thicker than peanut butter. Guys, I had to drive to damn Texas. I had to fly all the way to damn Florida. I had to walk my happy ass all the way to California, but I finally found some semi-gloss black. All them coats of low gloss is to lay her on thick and seal her up like a gasket. Now we're gonna hit her with some semi-gloss black to make her look shiny and good. Semi-shiny anyhow. That right there is just what the doctor ordered, guys. I don't know what it is about that old semi-gloss that I like so much, but I like it. Oh baby, here comes old Top Stitch. We having a barbecue or what?
Yeah.
Look at them meats he brought over. I'm gonna get our last coat on here. I'm gonna get some dry shoes on my feet before they get the fungus. We'll be back on her tomorrow. You don't want me to donkey kick something today. I got my damn Steve Irwins on. Them New Balances are still wet. We're gonna stab the engine. I made the executive decision that we're gonna do it without the transmission. I don't think I can do it without scratching everything up, so we'll do that. We'll bench press that transmission into place, keeps me young. And I got this turbo installed, all right? So she's gonna make a little extra horsepower now. we go. The challenge is getting that over that, and then getting that under that, and then keeping that under that. You accomplish those three things, you basically got her whooped. She's all roughly started. Should have put that back there in the first place. I ain't saying I scratched it, but I may have seen a black mark or two back there. Got one of my old metal shaping tools here. There we go, that's gonna be kind of close. Try and get her high enough where we can get the transmission under her. Oh, she may go. I lubed up her splines real good. Oh, half the battle's getting underneath it, guys. Oh yeah. Oh, once you get her rolled up on that belly, you basically got her. We ain't even close. We're gonna have to angle down the motor. I gotta take that block out. It was a nice idea while it lasted. Round two. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, something's doing something. Hold her with one hand. We're gonna get some bolts started here. That damn elbow's on fire. She's on one right now. Come on, we can do it. She's threaded, she's threaded. Get one started on the passenger side, we may be good to go, folks. Come on. Breathe, dummy. Gotta remember to breathe. Oh, take a break. Go up with this cross member. There we go. Overall, she went in pretty smooth, guys. Let's see how we did up here, survey says. She's got a couple scratches back there, nothing terrible. She'll be hard to see with the valve cover on. And speaking of valve cover, I sent an extra one with Slick, and he brought this back to me the other day. She's half polished out anyhow. She must be made out of some dirty metal, because she's got some dark spots down in her. I think we're gonna paint inside here. Couple coats of the engine enamel. Now we're gonna hit her with some Krylon. This is the color we used to base our truck color off of. Now is she gonna match? I don't know. Will she hold up? Good question. Am I gonna paint it? You damn right. Oh, get her out here in the powder coating oven. Hell, good enough. Between the racing stripes, the turbo we just bolted on the front, and being bored 30 over, she's basically a racing engine. Let's go for a little mock-up action. Woo, baby! She's looking classy underneath the hood. Now, speaking of some mocking up, a subscriber sent out this old polish job intake. My buddy Alan hit her with the PFS on the engraved jobber right there. Gave it back to Slick. He rebuffed her, got her kind of brought back to life, and that's going on this truck, guys. Boy, you want to talk about a snowball project, here she is. This thing was never going to be all this, but here we are. Next, we're going to pop this little cover off. Another subscriber got a hold of me on the Instagrammer and said he machines these, and he sent me one out. We may have to see if Slick can polish that baby for us. This side's nice and simple. We're going to have some polish going on. Nice clean intake. One crappy thing, guys. The exhaust manifolds on these things are a damn brick. I think I got rid of it. I was going to show you how ugly they are. Y'all know good and well I can't put that big, ugly block manifold. I found this unit right here on eBay. On the plus side, when we get her figured out, she's going to look good. Yes, sir, she will. Now, on the downside, getting her on there for good may be a little difficult. Collector, meet AR mount, meet collector. Will she fit? Time will tell. I'll flip that unit upside down and stick her through the hood. Slowly but surely, guys, she is coming together. I am not mad at that. Gonna have to figure out our exhaust situation. I want to make a GM 1-wire 100 amp alternator fitter, so that's gonna be a little fabricating we gotta figure out. Probably have to figure out a fan shroud too. Of course, a lot of little odds and ends. We're gonna have some wiring to figure out. We still need some work in the interior. But guys, we're really making some solid progress now. Pretty happy with all of our color choices. That old battery tray looks good. And the back, well, progress is made anyhow. I can't say I love how that looks, but she is what she is, folks. And what she is the Datsun King delivery rig, and we're just a couple steps closer than we were. I had a gentleman off Instagram do these. I can't say I love it, but I can't say I hate it. What I can say is congratulations to Mr. Mortsky for that new shop of his, guys. Every one of y'all should be saying congratulations. He worked his tail off for that thing, and I'm proud of you, buddy. So I hope you'll hang this up in there somewhere. Have you a nice little Mortsky repair sign in that new shop that you worked your tail off for. I couldn't get him one without giving me one, so I gotta, that's a good one right there. She's the Pot County Legend Edition. That's my early congratulations to myself, because I'm working towards that bigger shop. I guarantee it, guys, we ain't staying in Little Betsy here forever. I might have to sell the Yeehaw to afford damn shipping on that thing to get it all the way to North Dakota or wherever he's at. We're kind of downhill now, guys. Y'all can see the plan is starting to come together a little bit. I wanted to get a little more done than what we got done, but it is what it is. I had a good week, had some good time with the family too, and got to get a video to you guys, which makes me happy. I appreciate the support from y'all. We got the merchandise, the t-shirts, the stickers, we got hats, everything at the www.puddinsfabshop.com. I'm on the Instagrammer, I'm on the Patreon, I'm on a roll here. I don't know, guys, but don't forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. And my project is finish cleaning up and get this editing done.
Go, go, go.